Good morning, class. In this lecture, we will discuss about the reproduction of farm animal as well as poultry. In previous class, we were discussing about the role of livestock in the national economy. It is an important topic for the rearing and caring of the animal for the future generation. Okay. First of the reproduction of farm animal and poultry. Understanding the anatomy and physiology of cow reproductive system fundamental good for cattle management. It helps to the synchronization of the stress as well as the artificial insemination and developing the superior quality of the uh, offspring. Anatomy. The ovary is the primary part of the female reproductive organ. It has two important functions. First one is the producing the female reproductive cell, egg or ovum. Second is the producing hormone estrogen and progesterone, which help to do the further stress cycle and all. The cow has a two ovaries, which has a size about 1 to 1.5 inches long and located in the abdominal cavity. The secondary sex organ series are tube to receive semen, transport sperm to egg. It can fertilize and nourish to the fertilized egg embryo and allow the calf to the birth. Second, these the organ include vagina, cervix, uterus, oviduct, also called fallopian tube, which has the funnel shape and also called the inferior. Here is the figure one. We can see the diagram of the reproductive tract of the anatomy. Here is the vulva, here is the blind pouch, bladder, vagina, cervix, ovary, oviduct, uterine horns, uterus. Cervix is the important part. While we are doing artificial insemination, we have to produce the sperm in the mid cervix, so we can usually get the higher result. The ovary produces a process called oogenesis. In the contrast, continuous function sperm is known as the spermatogenesis. The cycle called stress cycle, it is generally 18 to 21 days, depend upon the animal and breed of the animal. The ovary contains several thousand tiny structures called primary follicles. Each follicle consists of germ cell surrounded by the layer of the cell. This germ cell has a potential to mature into egg and the follicle complete development. However, the most primary follicles are never developed. Rather, they die or absorbed by the ovary and replaced by the forming new primary follicles. The relatively the few primary follicles that develop completely to do so through the series of phase, many layers are called added a single layer surrounding the egg primary follicles forming a central cavity. As the follicle cavity grow larger, egg become attached to the back of the follicle opposite ovulation and stag cell. As the follicle continue to grow rapidly, the side of opposite the egg bulge from the surface of the ovary become very thin. At ovulation, the portion of ruptures release the content of the follicles and include the egg. Now we will discuss about the hormonal regulation of female reproductive tract. It is a very important topic. Because of this topic, you have to understand the entire stress cycle of 18 to 21 days, how a series of changes occur during this regulation. First of the now we will discuss one by one. Normal reproduction of female depend upon the hormone, which are specific chemical substances produced a specialized gland called endocrine glands. Okay, these secretions pass into blood, lymph fluids and transport to the various part of the body, where they exert and several specific effects. Reproductive hormone may originate by the hypothalamus gland, or pituitary gland, or uterus, or the placenta. Hypothalamus hormones produced by the hypothalamus gland portion of the brain, that is the neural control of the central reproductive hormone. The hypothalamic hormones regulate the release of the hormone from the pituitary gland may hypothalamic hormone. Therefore, they called releasing hormone. The primary releasing hormone, the gonadotropin releasing hormone. GnRH in short form we will call it GnRH. GnRH help to the release the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. These pituitary hormone regulate the production of estrogen and progesterone hormone from the ovary. Follicle stimulating hormone growth, development and function in LH luteinizing hormone cause the follicle rupture and the corpus luteum to develop. Why after the artificial insemination or natural fertilization the reproduction? Why cow does not come on the heat? Because of the development of the corpus luteum. Corpus luteum inhibit the stress cycle when they properly develop. The female hormone estrogen produced by Graafian follicle. The ovary, another hormone, originate the ovary progesterone. which produce the corpus luteum, which has an important role in the reproductive arm. Estrogen regulates the several functions like development and function of the secondary sex organ, onset of the heat stress cycle, and we will discuss about already what is the stress cycle, and we will next further slide we will discuss about the mm, stress cycle. Progesterone hormone is also known as the pregnancy hormone. It is suppress the further development of follicle, and estrogen hormone. Estrogen hormone also known as the heat hormone. When estrogen hormone is released, cow answer the heat. While progesterone being produced, the female does not exhibit stress. Progesterone is necessary preparing uterus, receive the fertilize the egg, maintain the proper uterine environment for the pregnancy. Estrogen, progesterone not completely separate from the effect, because both are necessary for the complete development of the some important organs. Uterine development initiated by the estrogen, completed by the progesterone. The fertilized egg will not attach the survived uterus unless until that tissue has been properly prepared for the action of estrogen and progesterone hormone. The cause of rhythmic contraction of the uterus. On the other hand, progesterone or uterus are no contraction, the might disturb the pregnancy. Estrogen promote the growth and duct of the necessary development of the milk secreting alveoli ducts. In the general, estrogen make things happen, progesterone the down. The number of other hormone like chemical are known as have an important role in cow reproductive system. Prostaglandin are secreted by the many body tissue, perform a variety of functions. Prostaglandin primarily affect the estrous cycle, and prostaglandin F2 alpha hormone is produced by the uterus. PGF alpha 2 natural luteolytic hormone cause the luteum regress late into the estrous cycle, allow the estrous cycle initiated in the non-pregnant female. In pregnant cows, single scent of the developing embryo uterus prevent FGF2 alpha increase the allow the persist throughout the pregnancy. Maternal recognition of the pregnancy believed in the between days 16 to 17 days of the fertilizer. Injecting cow heifer FG2 alpha 6 to 16 days of stress will cause the premature regression and corpus luteum with the achieved by the female injecting 10 to 16 days.